The process that citrus products go through from the day of blossoming, turning into fruit, getting picked and transported to a pack house, and eventually landing up somewhere on the planet in a food outlet or fresh produce market is one that very few of us understand or ever witness. The following documentary is a film done by Marble Hall Citrus, explaining this exact process in such detail that most of us will not only understand better, but appreciate the products we so nonchalantly pick off the shelves on a daily basis. Marble Hall Citrus is a 25,000 square meter under-roof packing and cold storage facility for both local and export markets. A state-of-the-art fire protection system was installed to protect the entire 25,000 square meters of the facility, ensuring the safety of the staff and the infrastructure of Marble Hall Citrus, Fresh World and all shareholders' interests. The obvious first link in the chain is the farmer. In this specific case, the fruit is being handpicked by members of the immediate surrounding community of Marble Hall. Each picker is provided with a bag and a tag containing all the details of the specific picker that is swiped every time after the picker empties a bag into a bin. This ensures that pickers are paid accurately for every bag produced. A bin tag is attached to each bin in the orchard, stating the info of the farmer, the orchard, the variety, and the date of picking. Trucks and tractors then transport the fruit-filled bins to the packhouse at Marble Hall Citrus, where the first step is a weighbridge, where the weight of the fruit on the vehicle and the amount of bins each vehicle is transporting is established. All this info is then entered into a database and printed out on a barcode and attached to the bin tag. The barcode system ensures that each farmer sending fruit to the packhouse gets paid exactly what is owed to him according to the yield from his farm. All fruit entering the packhouse goes through a process called drenching. Drenching is the first of a few cleaning and disease preventative processes. The fruit-filled bins get drenched with the drenching mixture for 3 minutes at a time and then get stacked to air dry for a period of 24 hours. In some cases, fruit needs to go through a degreening process. Fruit that is not totally ripe and market ready is established even before it enters the packing facility. Such fruit goes into degreening chambers, where a scientific process between temperature, humidity, and ethylene gas is used to speed up the ripening process to get the fruit market ready quicker. The science behind degreening is slightly different for each variety, and Marble Hall Citrus is in possession of 8 chambers with a capacity of 198 bins per chamber. Fruit that went through degreening enters a rest period of between 8 and 12 hours. The next stage for all fruit is tipping. The bins are stacked very accurately under the name of the farmer, which orchard it originates from, and the variety it falls under. Tipping batches are very simply planned under the first in, first out basis and tipped accordingly. Marble Hall Citrus uses a wet tipping method where the fruit is tipped into a bath filled with a chlorine solution. The fruit is circulated at a slow but steady pace through the bath. The reason for this treatment is to kill any presence of pathogenic organisms. All leaves and pieces of stems are also removed during this stage. After the tipping of the fruit, each bin gets washed and sanitized to be ready to go back to the farms for refilling. Due to the fact that South Africa is a country where water is a scarce commodity, Marble Hall Citrus has two state-of-the-art water purification systems. The one is a flocculant system where water containing chemicals and pathogens are purified, and the second is to purify natural water used in the facility. In other words, water is important for us at Marble Hall Citrus and is reused as far as possible. Directly after the chlorine bath, the fruit goes onto a sorting table that is well lit, where badly damaged fruit or fruit with disease is eliminated out of the system manually. The next two stages are called flooding and waxing, and the same two internationally approved chemicals are used for both stages. The flooding of the fruit is an extremely important stage, as it is here where the fruit is treated with post-harvest protective chemicals that will assist with the freshness of the fruit during its shipping stage to its end destination. As the fruit comes out of the flooder, it enters drying tunnel 1, where it gets heated to 38 degrees Celsius. This tunnel dries the post-harvest chemicals to ensure that the amount applied is adequate to standards expected. Directly after the flooding, the fruit enters the waxing stage that has a double-purpose outcome. Firstly, more of the same post-harvest protective chemicals are applied to the fruit that are mixed with a special waxing agent. All the fruit is covered with an extremely thin layer of wax. The wax prevents moisture loss from the outer skin of the fruit and also assists with the longevity and freshness of the fruit during the shipping period. To seal the wax layer, the fruit enters a second set of drying tunnels set at a temperature of between 35 and 40 degrees Celsius. Following the second set of drying tunnels is the last manual sorting system before the fruit enters an automated sorting procedure. The purpose of this manual sorting is to remove class 3 fruit suitable for the local market, fruit with creasing of the skin, and fruit suitable for the producing of juice. Should any fruit have slipped through with a long stem, the stems are cut short and placed back on the line depending on its class. Marble Hall Citrus is in possession of a compact spectrum grading machine or a blemish grading machine. This grader is a state-of-the-art technology camera fitted with numerous high-definition camera sensors. As the fruit moves on lines under the camera, the fruit spins around. As it spins, the camera takes 240 photos per fruit. The camera is pre-programmed to sort each unit of fruit under different classes, determining size, blemish, and in some cases shape, especially with lemons, according to standards set by global markets. There are 6 different gradings of size and class. First is select or blemish free. Second is Far East spec, where limited blemish is allowed. Third is normal class, which is light to moderate blemish. Fourth is class 2. Fifth is class 3 for the local market, and 6 is fruit suitable for producing juice. The next step is the PLU machine. The price lookup code or PLU label is stuck onto fruit by the Sinclair PLU machine. PLUs are small stickers that are not stuck onto all fruit, but only those selected for specific selective markets for cashiers to automatically identify variety and size. It is obviously also used by companies as a branding method. Each grading has a specific amount of fruit that must go into each box, known as a box count, and therefore also has a specific packing pattern. Fruit are carefully packed per box count and class or grading in carton boxes stored in the packaging facility. Fresh World provides Marble Hall Citrus on a weekly basis with very specific packing instructions that need to be followed. Marble Hall Citrus makes use of an inline labeling system. During the packing process, the packers stick a specification barcoded label on each carton box. This barcode gets scanned as it moves on after it's been packed and filled with fruit. All the details and specifications of that box are then printed out on a box end label and stuck onto the business end of the box. Unique to only a few other packing facilities in the country, Marble Hall Citrus has a post-pack sealer in its production line. This machine unfolds the top and bottom flaps of the boxes, spray glue on them, and refolds the flaps to automatically seal the boxes before palletizing. The next step is to randomly weigh boxes. This is a quality control measure, making sure that the different boxes weigh as much as they are supposed to weigh, according to market specifications. As the boxes pass through the scales and weight satisfaction is confirmed, the boxes are then palletized on wooden pallets and strapped to keep the load stable for transportation. Strapping the boxes tightly also brings down the risk of damage during the shipping stage. One of the most important steps is passing through PPECB, or Perishable Product Export Control Board. This is an external organization with a permanent office in the packhouse at Marble Hall Citrus. This is a quality control procedure looking after the interest of the destination of each fruit. All export pallets must be inspected by the PPECB to ensure that the pallets, boxes and fruit complies to the standards of the different markets they are being shipped to. This process is also done internally by Marble Hall Citrus before it gets to PPECB. Marble Hall Citrus takes the standards and quality of their products very seriously and therefore makes sure that quality control is of high priority. Another external body whose requirements must be reached is that of SOLAS. This is where the pallets get weighed. SOLAS stands for Safety Over Land and Sea. SOLAS stipulates that each packaging facility must have a SOLAS accredited scale. Each pallet is weighed and the weight is entered into the packhouse computer system. This contributes greatly to the planning of road freight on trucks. And then it also assists with the packing of shipping containers at the harbours. Most of the fruit at Marble Hall Citrus is transported to Durban, which is roughly 700 kilometers away. Tautliners and chilled transport trucks are mainly used for this purpose. Before the trucks leave Marble Hall Citrus packing facility, it is weighed again on a very specifically accredited and calibrated weighbridge. This ensures that trucks are not overloaded and comply with South African traffic laws and regulations. Marble Hall Citrus also has an on-site cooling facility to pack shipping containers on the premises at specific temperatures. From everybody at Marble Hall Citrus and Fresh World, we hope you enjoyed this process with us of understanding better the planning, technology and engineering of fruit distribution in South Africa and globally.